That was annoying. That was really annoying. I'm not wearing a unique outfit, so if you guys want, I can go put on a different outfit. But I don't know why my fucking Twitch fucking bullshit broke. I can't get my widgets to work at all. This is just separate. This is like a whole separate issue that I've been having for the past couple days, where just like all the widgets on fucking Streamlabs decided to just not work anymore. I don't know why that is. I don't know why it decided it just wanted to not work anymore, but it did. It did. It did decide, you know what? Nah. It said, nah, we're not doing that today. You know what's crazy, chat, is that I literally, like, I'm like, alright, I gotta stream. Let me start the stream. It's 8 o'clock. It's already really late. Let me just start the stream really quick. And so I hit start stream, and it fucking hits me with that goddamn error. I need to open up Streamlabs so I can see who is following me. Honestly, I will say, chat, I miss Streamlabs. I do. It was way more usable than OBS. Thank you, Caliber, for the resubscription. 30 months. Thank you so much. Twitch, the Twitch gods and goddesses are just jelly. Dude, literally, I went through all that shit. I'm, like, updating my graphics drivers. I'm, like, trying to figure out why it's, like, not working. I rebooted, like, 3 or 4 times. I'm like, why isn't this working? And then I asked Grok, and he's like, oh, yeah, Twitch just updated their rules yesterday, and you can't use enhanced broadcasting if you're on Linux. That's just a thing. It worked, like, before, because I just didn't check as hard, but now they, like, really check to see if you're on Linux, and then they just won't let you do it. And it's like, oh, okay. I just get fucked then. Thank you. It's like, literally, in the last, like, 40 hours, they rolled out this update that just butt-fucked me. I don't know why. I don't know why it matters. It's like, I don't think you guys can select which fucking, quality you want anymore, because I don't have enhanced broadcasting on. But I can't use enhanced broadcasting because I'm not on Windows. And bro, what the fuck? Why? It's so stupid. I'm not using Windows. You can fuck off, Twitch. I'm not using your shitty fucking Windows bullshit. So I've had enough. Time to move to the green site. I don't know if there are many, like, I don't know if does Nano still stream on the green site? Because I don't know if there's much point to streaming on Kick. I don't know how many people stream on Kick. I don't know, maybe I'll try streaming on Kick. Maybe, but... It still selects, thankfully. I guess that's good. I don't know. That was really annoying. That was... Nano hasn't been streaming much at all? Oh shit, I didn't even know that. How about as much as fun as my search for fuel injector nozzle that hasn't been made since the early 70s. Welcome to working on vintage diesel engines. What? You need a pre-combustion bulb for your Cat B977L? Fuck you. Almost everyone I watch who stream GTA is on there. GTA? I mean, GTA is its own thing. Like, I don't even know. The problem with Kick is I feel like Kick is like the rumble of for Twitch, you know what I mean? It's where all of, like, the people go who don't want to, like, they're just too edgy for Twitch, and Twitch doesn't like them. So it's like where the Aiden Rosses of the world go. It's where all the, like, the edgy people who are just, like, can't not say gamer words go. I feel like last time I was on there was a lot of people try to, like, troll, but maybe I should do that just for funsies. Maybe I should go on there just to troll them. Who knows? Nana does dual YouTube and Twitch streams. She used to. That's what she used to do. And neither American Bosch or Stanadine exists as companies anymore. Stanadine. I know how to read. What is word of which woman hitchhikes on the I-95 falls in love with a lesbian? Your stories are getting so weird. Ezra J, your stories are getting so weird. They're getting so weird. They used to be like solely based off the Linux thing. They were like so based off the Linux thing, and then now once I fulfilled the Linux thing, you're out of ideas. I'm running out of Florida ideas. Please help. It was the Linux that gave you direction. It gave you a goal to give you structure. But now how about Linux? At least your beauty still starting to see all the lunacy. Oh, thank you. Fucking I woke up at like way too late. I was like tired, and I was like, I gotta stream. Fuck, chat. Oh my god. You are on Linux now. I am. And you know what? I'm not regretting that decision. I'm livid that Windows sucks so bad, and that it sucks so bad that they have to, like, make shit not work on Linux just because it sucks so bad. Fuck Windows. Fuck Jeff Bezos. Wait a minute, he's Amazon, not Windows. Whoever the fucking Bill Gates, whoever owns Microsoft now. Fuck that guy. Windows sucks. I don't want to use Windows anymore. Do you allow me to do Linux stuff? You can do whatever you want to do, my man. You mean Gate? Hello, Moogie. I just don't understand. I don't understand why it's like, why it has to be this way, why it has to be like, oh, yeah, no, you can use, can't use Streamlabs, can't use any of this shit. Fucking, god damn it. God damn it, chat. New Linux kernel had dropped? What is it? I don't know if I'd want to jump on the bandwagon for getting, like, a brand new Linux kernel. You know what I mean? Like, I do feel like there's a little bit of, like, I feel like there's value in sticking with, like, just the mainline distributions, because it has more support, you know? You don't have to fix so much shit that goes wrong with it. So, like, at least Arch Linux is widely used enough where it's like, there's a lot of resources on it. And I can, like, pretty easily find out what I need to find out, chat. How's Jizzy doing? He's doing alright. Hey, Moogie. I need to... Fuck, dude, should I go get some blankets, chat? Or should I do cozy maxing, or should I, like, be cold and put on, like, a different outfit? 6.17.7 stable. Wow, the dogs are out. Put those dogs away. It's like cold in here, chat. It's still like 60 degrees in here. It's so cold. It's so cold. Yeah, I'll stay covered. I am gonna go grab a blanket though. I'll be right back. Oh, okay. I'll be right back, chat. Did Astra say about Linux being blocked by Bezos Plus? Did they really block Linux on Streamlabs? It's not that they blocked Linux on Streamlabs, it's that Streamlabs just isn't on Linux. Like, they don't... There isn't a version of Streamlabs that exists on Linux. And so, you're gonna have to, the only option is OBS. Which, you know, to be fair, like... Streamlabs, like, straight up stole back-end code from OBS, and they have done, like, other really scummy, shitty things. Like, as a company, Streamlabs is kind of a bad company. They're kind of, like, immoral. But, I will say, like, the program just had a lot more usable stuff. Like, I still have to use Streamlabs anyway, because, like, Streamlabs, I use the Streamlabs dashboard to, like, see, like, recent events. Like, it's how I see who followed me, it's how I see, like, everything. It's like, it's all there. And when I was using the Streamlabs client, you could just see all that shit. But now that I'm on OBS, I have to, like, open up my browser to look at my recent events to see who followed. And it's like, it's not that big of a deal, but... And as I'm getting more used to OBS, it's like, it's not that bad, but it's just like... I don't know. It's a little annoying. But they just... they literally just don't have Streamlabs for Linux. Vendor lock-in is so ass. Astra posted a pic of that injector and cars and shit, if you're curious. Only time I've ever seen that type of mechanical injector. Let me look. It's a weird looking injector. What's it for? It's a weird looking injector. I remember one time in school we were working on this old like 70s cat loader, and it was yeah, well, yeah, Streamlabs straight up like stole shit from like other people. Like they're not a very good company. But old ass tractor, that makes sense. Yeah, but basically back in the day, back before injection technology was as like refined as it is now, they used to use these things on diesel engines called pre-combustion bulbs. So like on a car, when you inject fuel into a car, you're not injecting it straight into the chamber. You're injecting it just before the cylinder in a kind of like part of the intake manifold where the air's coming in. So you're injecting it straight into the intake manifold right before it's about to go into the engine. But on a diesel, you typically just inject the fluid straight into the cylinder. That's where it goes. But back in the day, they didn't have the atomization shit quite down yet. So they used these things called the combustion bulbs, which is basically like a little chamber attached to the cylinder. That's where you inject the fuel, and then it gets like atomized in there, and then it goes into the cylinder. It's weird. I don't know why they did it, but it's a very old technology, and like no one uses it anymore. So we were like trying to get these fucking parts for this ancient ass like 1970s engine that was just like fucking die. We took the old bulbs off though, and my god, cavitation that was like a case study for cavitation. I like with tractors with little pony motors on the side to warm things up. At least you can still get a hold of them. I mean, yeah, you can still get them from like Cat themselves, I think. Like, but still, they're kind of not easy. We also had this Detroit 2-cycle engine that we had, like this really old like V4 diesel Detroit like 2-stroke. It was cool. It was a cool engine. It was really cool. But it also, like, the problem was we could not find injectors for it, like, at all. It was like, it sat there in, like, my entire time I was at school, it sat in, like, the engines room because they could not find fucking injectors for it. OBS source code is GPLv2. Streamlabs would be in deep shit if they didn't open source it. I don't remember exactly what it was, but there were some, like, things that they straight up stole from OBS, and I think it wasn't just OBS. They stole things from, like, other people. It's just, like, Streamlabs has had some shitty business practices, let's just say that. I love old Detroit's, old Screamin' Jimmies, yeah. Yeah, dude, that was fun. I kind of miss college sometimes, because there were some fun moments. There were some fun moments, man. Like, restoring engines that are, like, 3 times as old as I am. Streamlabs is owned by Logitech. No wonder they're stealing. Oh, yeah. Fucking Logitech sucks, dude. You know what, though? Bats is always telling... Ooh, thank you, Taco, for gifting us up to Whoosh and Push. Fucking Batflex is always telling me to get a Razer mouse. And I had this, like, GMMK Pro mouse, which I really loved. But I've been really liking this Razer mouse, chat. Like, it's just so high quality. Like, the Jigglypuff mouse, it's like, the Jigglypuff is nice, but, like, the actual mouse itself is really nice. Like, I like this. This is such a nice mouse. I like the fact that the back comes off. Like, look, you can just take the back off like that, and now it's just, like, it's just that. Oh, fuck, thank you, Vanna, for the raid. Thank you for the raid, Vanna. Hope you had a good stream. I was thinking I might come on the Vanna interview thing soon. I'm thinking about it. might be kind of fun. Who knows? There's also a field marshal farm tractor that starts with 12 gauge that with tickles my simple mind. Oh, there's a lot of old tractors. Kind of late, is it? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll message you later about it. It's okay. Yeah, a lot of tractors used to run like that, where you'd have literally you would just have a like a 12 gauge shotgun shell, and you'd put it in this little chamber, and then you would just smack it with a hammer, and it would start your engine. Kirby over Jigglypuff. Fuck Kirby. I didn't realize there was a time limit on it. I'm sorry, Amanda. These are pretty cool. They are pretty cool. They are pretty cool. I do like old tractors. I want to get like a skid steer or a loader one day. It'd be cool to have something. Or like a mini excavator. I'm sure it'd be cool to have. I'm not sure what I would do with it, but I would like to have like a mini excavator. The old arm ripper, aka flywheel to stardom, yeah. You're streaming kind of late? No time limit for you? Oh, okay. Yeah, I woke up really late today, and so I was like, fuck. And so I pushed the stream back, because I was like, I'm too tired to start streaming. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna stream at 8. And then I fucking, I get on, I log on, I start up my OBS, and I hit start stream, and it hits me with the, nope! Fuck you! And literally an hour later, I figure out, oh, it was just Twitch fucking me over. Because they updated a rule, like, yesterday, saying that I can't use enhanced broadcasting on Linux, because fuck me. And it just, no warning, and it took me an hour to figure out that Twitch was just cucked me. Any warmer in Florida? Dude, it was 57 degrees when I went to sleep. Dude, I'm freezing. My feet were so cold. Skid steers are a money pit? Well, of course, but, you know, it's still fun. It's still fun to move around on, you know. I don't know if you guys have ever operated heavy equipment before, but it's fun. It's fun. Some big yard out back? No, I don't have any yard. I don't have any. I live in a trailer park, dude. I don't have any yard. Need to build a berm to shoot into? Yeah, dude. Dang Linux. It's not even Linux's fault, though. It's Twitch's fault. It's Twitch just saying, we're not gonna let you use enhanced broadcasting on Linux for some fucking reason. Need to find food? Alright. I'm gonna go back to shitposting on AM radio. Where are you shitposting on AM radio? Hey K returns to Dreamland 4. What even is this? I never got into the rap music chat. I never got into it. So you're in a trailer? Trailers are easy to insulate though. Are they? Shit's cold, man. It's not that easy to insulate them. I don't know, I like my trailer park. I live in a really nice trailer park. It's like there are other trailer parks around me. And you know the kind of trailer park, like the Trailer Boys trailer park, where it's like, you're kind of scared. You know what I mean? Like, the neighbors are kind of like white trash. This place is awesome, dude. Like, everyone out here is like super nice. It's like a nice sense of community here. Like, everyone's just like nice to each other. It's actually like, it's a pretty cozy. It's a lot of old people, but like, that's kind of, you know. Yeah, trailers are the worst insulation possible, yeah. Late stream on break right now? Hell yeah. Yeah, it is a late stream. I will probably only stream for like an hour tonight. Just because it is a late stream, and I was like late to the ball anyway. But I did want to stream today. I was like close to saying fuck it, I'm just not gonna stream today. But I wanted to stream today. So I am streaming today. But I tried. Chat. I really did. Shit is fire. Have you done any installation yourself? Yeah, does that mean you can Easily, their own is terrible. I haven't really done any insulation myself. I need to put on, like, that reflective tape that you can put on windows. You know, like, the kind of where it's, like, if the sun's hitting it, it's like a mirror from the outside, but you can still see out from the inside. I have some of that stuff that I need to put over my windows. I mean, and in terms of, like, heat insulation, I really don't want this place to retain heat, obviously. Because it's like, it was oddly cold the past couple days. Like, especially for November, it was really cold the last couple days for, like, no reason. Like, no reason. Usually it doesn't get this cold for that long. Or at least, I guess, I don't know, maybe. Because, like, yes, last time this year, I was in that apartment. And so maybe that apartment had better insulation or something. Maybe it's just gonna get colder from here. If it does, I'm gonna have to figure something out. Because, like, this is too cold. My mom turned on her heater. She's like, she couldn't take it. She turned on her fucking heater. I refuse to turn on my heater. Because I know it's gonna, like, burn as soon as I do it. So I'm not gonna do it. Gonna be in the 80s next week? Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I looked at the forecast, and it was like just this cold front for some reason that just came down that just fucked us up. But like, it's supposed to get back up into like the 80s and 70s and 80s next week, which it should be good. Should be good. Should be good. It was 92 in Cali 2 days ago? Fuck. Insulate the underside only to keep the cooler air out of the floor. Can you do that? I hate heaters, drives me out. I don't necessarily hate heaters. Like, in Iowa, you have to use your heater. You just have to. It's like, it's necessary. You can't not use it in Iowa. But in Florida, the last apartment, we turned it on. It was, like, cold, so we turned it on like one time, and then it smelled like smoke, so we turned it back off. The thing about Florida is like 99% of the time you don't need to use a heater. You just don't. You should use the insulation plate and shut off the underside of the trailer. Well, I have like skirting like on my trailer. Like there's like skirting and shit. It's not like I'm on blocks and just like nothing underneath there. I don't know. I don't know how much that would cost. I need to buy, whatchamacallit? I need to buy the air filters for my furnace. Because, like, my air filter is it gets clogged so quickly, I have to change it once a month. Or else it will just, like, raise my fucking utility bill. Near part in the near Oregon North, it's been radiated and 50. Oh. Yeah. It's Oregon, though. I don't know why you'd want to live in Oregon, of all places. Not entirely sure why you'd want to live there, to be honest with you, but... There's no palm trees in Oregon. So it's like, I just don't get it. I lived on a accommodation where it was so insulated, I never turned on the heater once. I'm still sweating in my sleep during the night. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. The cold is kind of cozy. It is cozy because you can get cozy and warm and you can bundle up. And that is nice. Like, I like bundling up and wearing layers and being cozy. And so I do like the cold a little bit. But, like, there becomes a moment when it's like, you know when it's so cold in your room that you can't even, like, use your mouse because it's, like, sticking your hand outside of, like, your blanket is too cold, and so you're, like, it's just too fucking freezing. That's just not fun at that point. It's just not fun at that point. You know what I mean? It just sucks. And so, I don't know, man. I literally, like, past couple days, I've just been like, you know, maybe I should move to South Florida where it's a little warmer and I don't have to deal with this. Being a job is worth it, especially worth it for the old wilderness and redwoods. If you can bring a job, it's worth it. Here in Peoria, it's been cold, but like the next few days is supposed to be in the 50s and 60s, and then the next week back to the ugly cold, then into winter craps. Yeah, Portland rocks. Does it? After living in Palm Springs for almost 4 years, you got me fucked up with the heat. I'd rather be cold as fuck. Really? I don't know, man. You know, the heat is, like, annoying, right? Especially when you're hot and you're sweating and you can't stop sweating just because it's so hot and you're just uncomfortable and you feel gross. Like, it is suck. It does suck. But being cold is only fun until you can't get warm again, right? Because there's a certain point where you're just so cold that literally you can't, like, take a step outside of your, like, blankets. Like, last night I went to sleep and my foot was so freezing cold that I couldn't do anything about it. It was just like I had to deal, like, I just had to tough it out. It's just too cold. We're weakling when it comes to cold weather. Yeah, you know, like, whatever, man. Whatever. Easier to stay warm than to stay cool. I don't know if that's true, because, like, I feel like that's what somebody who doesn't live in a cold climate thinks. Because when you get cold, and it's cold, I feel like when you're cold, being hot is more preferable. Because, like, when you're hot, it's like, you're fine. You can just take off layers, and you're not gonna die, right? You're just gonna be uncomfortable for a little bit. Because unless it's, like, literally, like, 150 degrees, you're not gonna actually die. You know what I mean? Like, it takes really hot weather to kill somebody, right? But for, like, winter and cold, like, the winter cold, it's like, it's not, you don't just get uncomfortable, you get, like, it gets, like, dangerous. Like, you start to thinking about, like, oh, fuck, dude, I hope I'm not gonna get, like, hypothermia, because this shit's cold as fuck, bro. It is so cold. And it's like, you can clearly tell that it's like, your body's just like, nah, humans weren't made for this kind of cold. We evolved out of Africa where it's hot. We weren't designed for this, Chad. Petite size, bro says, hello, Puck. No. If you're working or moving around, it's -1C here. I have my windows open. What's wrong with you, dude? What's wrong with you? Maybe I am just getting weak, chat. Maybe I am just getting weak, but I feel like 57 is pretty fucking cold. Actually, Scandinavian is down here cold. And you know what they did? They had babies in that cold. And you know what those babies did? They had even more babies. And then you know what, like, 32 generations of those babies did? They eventually moved to Minnesota. And then those babies had me. So I am one of the Scandinavians, you motherfucker. I get it. But this fucking shit is cold. Like, feet cozy at 57? I don't know. I'm like, it's like I can't get, like, fully warm. No matter how many layers I wear, it's like I'm still, like, cold. Like, when you can, like, really, especially if you have, like, a fireplace. I do have a fireplace in the other room. I should probably use that. You disappointed your ancestors. I'm pretty sure I disappointed the ancestors when I took estrogen willingly, and I basically chemically castrated myself. That's probably when my male ancestors were like, by the gods! There's not a blood sugar thing? It might be, but I don't know. Theirs is pretty bad, by the way. Better to have 2 very thick good layers? Maybe. Chat, if you were to touch my feet right now, chat, if you were to touch these dogs, they are so cold. I don't know if you can see how cold they are, but they're like cold to the touch, bro. No muscle mass, dude. Dude, I'm like chubby at this point. Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm getting like chubby. Like so red because they're fucking cold. Only one of my siblings who doesn't outright suck, so I'm trans and sterile, of course. Yeah, that's fair. Keep them dogs far the fuck away from me. Easy, Amaya. Easy, Amaya. My first thaw is coming soon in December for a couple weeks in Bonita Springs. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh man, it's fucking cold here. You know, if I was rich, I'd probably buy like a cabin in Idaho or something, and then just go there for like a month every winter for Christmas. Like I would do like a Christmas if I was like a rich person, I would own a cabin on a mountain range, and that's where I'd have Christmas. I'd bring my like whole family there, and I would have a big, wintry, snowy Wonderland Christmas up in like a Montana cabin or some bullshit like that. But then I would immediately fly back down to Florida because fuck that shit, man. You feel Bonita? Casa Bonita? Why not just put socks on? I'd have to go and find socks, and then I'd have to put them on, and it's like, that means I'd have to get up, and I'm already cold. Already too cold. I'm also hungry right now. Part of me wants to go to McDonald's. Part of me doesn't want to go to McDonald's, you know? Part of me wants to go to McDonald's. But I do have pizza in the fridge. So maybe I'll just do the pizza, right? That face when we almost bought a cabin, but then deduced we wouldn't visit often enough for it to be worth it. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You have to be, like, rich. You have to be able to say, like, oh, I'm only gonna be here for a month out of the year. Or less. Cold and hungry? Solo, hold, or hungry? What the fuck does that mean? What? If you eat the pizza today, that means you can do Mac tomorrow. I could do Mac tomorrow. Or I could have Mac tonight, and then I could have, pizza tomorrow. Mac tonight. Unintentionally, referenced, the Moon character. Do you eat leftover? How do you eat leftover pizza? I don't know why, but leftover pizza is, like, one of the only leftovers things that I can actually eat, and I have no idea why. But I've been usually, like, putting it in the microwave, and it's not been working out as well recently. Like, it usually works pretty well in the microwave, but I have a new air fryer. And so I'm gonna try to, I might put it in the air fryer and see if, like, maybe I, can reheat it in the air fryer. That might be what I do. What if it's, remote land and you build a small hunting cabin? That's kind of what I want. That's what I would do. It'd be literally, like, a really remote, like, up in the mountains, like, very kind of up there, out of the way, and then it would be like, literally I would just go there every year. I'd have, like, somebody go in there, like, once a month. I'd pay, like, a maid to go in there once a month just to make sure everything's clean and nice and not, like, fucked up, and then I would go there once a month, and I would have, like, Christmas. I would leave all the Christmas decorations up, because I'm only gonna be there during Christmas. So I wouldn't even have to put up Christmas decorations. I would go there, and I would have a big-ass tree with all the fucking ornaments, and it would be really elaborate and complex, because I don't have to take it down every year, and then it would be awesome. It'd be great. If you have a pan with a lift, place, like, a tablespoon of water in the pan, and it's a slice of pizza, bottom crisp up in the top steams. That's way too much work, dude. I'm not, like, pan frying my pizza. It's way too much work. Way too much work. Creating cats and dogs in here. Big Mac and fries with chocolate shake. Chocolate shake. Big Mac does sound pretty good, but I would get the nuggies right now, I think. I would go get some nuggies. But if I were to go get nuggies, that means, chat, that I'd have to ride my bike to go get nuggies. And I could do that. That is an option. But it's a little cold. It's a little cold. Just a little bit. And I don't know if they even serve, like, lunch this late. So, I don't know if I can. I'm probably just gonna have pizza tonight. I need to wash this new air fryer that my mom got me. And then I'll probably try to heat it up in the air fryer and see if that works. See if that works, chat. I'm ready for a nap. So was that air fryer replacement for the one that combusted, which I'm still impressed happened? Which combusted? I don't remember an air fryer combusting. There wasn't an air fryer that combusted. There was just the air fryer I had at the last apartment, which just got really dirty and gross. I'm interested in if the air fryer works for it. For pizza, it should. I mean, the air fryer, my mom just bought, I don't know why she did this, but I'm not complaining, because I had this air fryer. It was really nice. But my mom just bought me a new one, and I'm not complaining, because it's really nice. It's a really awesome air fryer. And so I'm gonna use it. And it's got a dehydration setting, chat. I can dehydrate things. I don't know how well it would work, but it has I don't even know how that works, but it has a dehydration setting. You have two now? Well, I gave the other one to Bats. Such as he set one on fire. He might have, I don't know. It's gourmet. Let me see if I can find it. The thing about it is, I'm not sure. Tropical Elite Gourmet. They have egg cookers? What the fuck? I don't know if this is the right brand. Oh no, it's Gourmet, that's why. I don't know how to read. Hello, Puck. Oh yeah, I can't even show this because I can't fucking... OBS is still broken. Air fryers. This one? Yes, this one. It's the Gourmet GTF 7860 XL digital air fryer. It's like actually pretty fucking nice, yeah. You know, does Doblo know you were in his jacket? I don't know what you're talking about. This is my jacket. This has always been my jacket. Is it the one from Costco? It is the one from Costco, yes. Hello, Puck. Nobody's ever getting it? No, it's mine, dude. I'm not giving this thing away. This is my jacket, dude. I'm sorry, but this is mine. This is so cozy. I love this thing. You're not getting this thing from me. Cat purring sounds. Are you purring, Puck? Stealing jacket, transition complete, now full woman. I mean, I have sweatshirts that I've stolen from ex-boyfriends. Like, this is not... Like, that is a thing that happens. Is that your Duolingo? Yeah, it was. It looks like a cold sore. What? What are you talking about? Like dry, like baked, or like stay up again. What? Okay, I should never learn to share. What the fuck? Old breads that have a... What are you guys talking about? What the fuck? Where your fuzzy that got you on when you go home? Wait. Where your fuzzy that you got on when you go to the homes of the golden... What the fuck are you talking about? What, toaster? I don't even know what chat's talking about right now. I have no idea. Does anyone threaten to LS swap the RX tonight? Not yet. Thank God. Not yet. English chat. As I'm already operating on like half a brain cell chat. You gotta give me some credit. I was telling him about what you could heat up with the toaster, old bread and shit. Oh! Oh. I want to make chicken wings again. I'm gonna try making chicken wings with it. I'm not exactly sure how I want to do that, but I'm gonna try some different shit with the air fryer and the chicken wings. Mickey D's is known as the home of the Golden Arches. Oh, right. Yeah, I probably won't go there tonight. I'll probably go there tomorrow, though. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't want to spend any money. I'm feeling broke, chat. I got so much shit to pay for. You know when you just got like so much shit to pay for that you're like, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. So jealous of whoever boy got so lucky to have Astra. Air fryers are getting cheap now. Yeah, you can get like an air fryer for like 20 bucks. They're not like expensive. The one I have is nice though, so is your BF at least a nice looking one? I think he's pretty nice looking. There was some friends that came over and like visited us a couple days ago. And one of the guys was like, he looks like Christian Bale. And you know what? He does. Nothing, not a zilt, what? Zilt, what? Damn. Wait, Asher has a BF? Not a boy, but a tall, big, vicious man. Vicious man. Big, tall, big, vicious man. Why vicious? Why is that in there? Yes, Bat Vibes equals BF chat dreams of stealing him away. That is a good clip. That is a good clip. I don't look that great in this clip, but that was a good clip. Or David Tennant. He's got some David Tennant. He's got some David Tennant. Or some very rough pounding. I need a dick. Don't worry. Y'all get your chance eventually. Eventually. Eventually, Bat Vibes is gonna be like, nah, dude, this Astra check is too cringy and weird. I'm bouncing. It's my T for T. I don't. That's the thing, chat. I know like so many trans people are into T for T. Like it's literally like I think the most popular thing. But I'm just not into it as much, really. I like my men big. I like them chunky. You know what I mean? I like a man that's got a little bit of fluff on him. I like a man that's got some hair. I like a man that's got some muscle, maybe a little bit of like testosterone. You know, I want my man to like exude testosterone. Transbianism. Like a bear. I don't know if I would say a bear, like fully bear, but like a cub maybe. You know what I mean? Like that kind of If you look up Brandon Herrera on YouTube, he's dating the skinny Jizzy. Well, Jizzy is like, he's not like fat, but he's definitely not like not masculine. You know what I mean? Like he's pretty like, he's got like chest hair that like grows in the shape of a bat symbol, which is cool. I mean, he's definitely not like, I like masculinity. Like that's what I like in a guy. I like masculinity, and so it's like I don't. Did he finally put on some weight? Yeah, he's been getting some weight like recently, but like I don't like the T for T stuff. I'm just not into it as much, you know? Maybe I would try it once, but like I don't think, I just don't find other femboys very attractive most of the time. There are like a couple of that femboys that I would like, if I had the opportunity I would. But there's like the list of those, that list of femboys is like, so it's like less than 5. In fact, it's probably like 3 people. About trans women? What about trans women? Well, I mean, it's the same thing. It's like, if I were to get into a trans, it would be very difficult for me, because I feel like trans women, they're just not what I am looking for most of the time. Like, I feel like I am, like, I would consider myself to be bisexual, but like, I'm 80% gay and 20% straight, or vice versa, depending on how you want to look at it. But it's like, I'm 80% into men, but I'm also 20% into women. Kind of. It's like, I really could go my whole life without ever having sex with a woman, and I wouldn't really care. I'm not that into it. But I feel like if there was a trans woman, and she was, like, super hot, and I was, like, into it, then maybe that would happen. But, like, I doubt it. Because what I look for in, like, a sexual relationship is more, like, I like feeling, like, the smaller one, and I want to feel, like, you know, cozy with I want to be able to, like, have a man that can act as a body pillow, you know what I mean? It's like, if you're dating another trans person, they're always so small. It's like, a trans woman isn't going to be able to protect me, you know, from some big, bad meanie. But, like, I want a boyfriend who can be like, you know what I mean? We need names. Mr. Boots says you are 100% gay. Like 95% 5, probably, yeah. Probably. Can relate. We need names. Asher, would you rather be alone in the woods with a bear or a man? Definitely a man. I don't know where the bear part comes from, but at least a man, like, the worst he's gonna do is, like, rape me or some shit, which is, like, oh well. I'd rather get, like, graped in the woods rather than murdered by a bear. Femboy Blacksmith might be up to it. But I just don't find femboy blacksmithing very attractive, you know what I mean? Like, the lanky, tall, lanky femboys just isn't my jam. It just isn't my jam. It isn't my jam. I feel like maybe I'm just a bit, like, prejudiced, though. It's like, I feel like maybe I'm hypocritical, because I feel like if my standard for, like, a trans woman would have to be, like, way higher than what the normal average is, which is maybe kind of fucked up to say. I don't know if I would date myself. If I was like another trans person and I don't know if I would date myself. I might fuck myself, but I don't know if I would date myself. I would not, probably, no. Because, like, you know, if there's, like, another trans person, like, they're not gonna be, they're skinny. They're, like, small. They're not gonna be able to, like, be... I like somebody who makes me feel small in comparison to them. Like, that's... And, like, a trans person typically isn't gonna be able to do that. Or a woman, to be honest. When girl ends up in that situation, girlies want to pull up a Tree 57. What? Yeah. Sure likes cushion. Absolutely. Do that pump again? Wait, what pump? Fuck, Mary, kill Nano, Finn, and Maddie? There's an easy answer to this question, chat. I don't want to say it. I feel like it's so fucked up though. Like I don't want to throw anyone under the bus. Like I know the answer to that question, Derek, but I don't know if I should say it. said you would do sexy times with your clone. Okay, yeah, I would fuck my clone. I would, but I wouldn't date my clone. That's the difference. I wouldn't date him. I would fuck myself. I wouldn't date myself. Unfun. I'd probably I'd probably fuck Nano, marry Finn, and marry Finn for that. Yeah, you gotta marry Finn for that dollar. Well, I also Finn and I feel like I get along with Finn. Like if I had to just be married to Finn, like I feel like I wouldn't be that miserable because I get along with Finn relatively well. I don't know though. You never know until like when you're like, it's different when you're just friends though. When you like marry somebody and you have to actually like, you know, interact with them every day and you have to like, you know, dig through their bullshit. It's like, okay, well, I don't know about that one. You never know. You never know until you get in there, chat. Of kill spanking instead. Yeah, okay. It's for Maddie getting to love me. Well, Maddie's already in a relationship, to be fair. Maddie's already in a relationship. Okay. Kill Maddie. Poor Maddie. I'm sorry, Maddie. I'll get you those guitar tracks as soon as I can get my hand from stop being broken. Y'all did Maddie dirty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. I still talk to Nano on Instagram though. Like and Nano's probably the only femboy that I like communicate that much with anymore, and it's literally just like Instagram memes. I literally just send her memes and she sends me memes and that's it. Are Finn and Icky back together? I don't know, but there was like, wasn't there a thing where she was like at his house or something like that? I have no idea. Maybe they're just like on good terms. I don't know. Maybe they're back together. Who knows? Who's this Maddie y'all talking about? I'm just good friends again? I see. Maddie Drum's kind of a commie, though. That's the problem. Why are so many femboys commies? It's so common, dude. It's like, literally everybody's a commie, dude. Everybody's a commie. I don't understand it. Like, literally, like... God damn. Everyone's a fucking communist, god damn it. Everyone's a fucking communist. Wait, can we just have some femboys that are good old-fashioned American femboys who believe in freedom and democracy? Freedom and democracy, god damn it. Can we just get some good old fanboys who believe in goddamn red, white, and blue? Alright, see you, Western Fish. Oh shit, someone followed. Hello, I feel like that name is Bait. I'm not gonna say that name out loud. I feel like the name is Bait. I feel like that is 100% Bait, dude. What? I might even have to ban that. Chad, is that Bait? I think that's Bait, right? That is Bait. Like, you're not getting away with that one. Like, come on. Is Maddie with Soko? No, Maddie's with Blondie. Or not Blondie, Blossom. Do you still believe in freedom to be a socialist? Well, of course, yeah, right? Like, I mean, I do believe in, like... I don't think, like, Zoran Mamdani should be, like, put in jail for being a socialist. If he got there democratically, then he should, you know, he got there democratically. Like, I don't think you should be rules against being communist. Are the masters debating you? They kind of are, dude. I feel like I have to ban this guy. Trey, should I ban this guy? Because I feel like that's Bait, right? Is that Bait? That's Bait. That is Bait. I can't. I'm sorry. I have to. I can't. That's Bait. That's just Bait. Sorry, it is bait. I can't, like, let that go. I'm sorry. I have to. It's bait. Like, I know it's bad. I don't like banning people for saying hi, but, like, that's bait. It's bait. Like, it's so obviously bait, too. Like, there's no way to say that name without saying the word. Like, it is straight up bait. Like, this motherfucker's like, say my name. Motherfucker's like, from Walter White, is like, say my name. God, not politics. Zoom with the N, probably. The first two letters in his name were Ma. And the next letter was an N. If you can tell where that's gonna go. And the last word was an A. Really not a good name. You gotta be, that's why you always gotta be, like, watching for that shit as the streamer. Because that's the idea, is that, like, the idea is that you're not paying attention to it, so you just say the name and the way you think it should be said, and you're not thinking to yourself, oh, this is actually, like, a bad word that I'm getting baited into saying. But I saw it. I saw the writing. It was pretty lazy bait, too, though. It was pretty easy to see, because it's like... Because I'll, like, say people's name in my head before I try to pronounce it, so I don't absolutely butcher it, right? And it's like, there's just no way to say that name, even, like, without, like, sometimes, like, I'm like, oh, maybe it's just if I say it in a different way, it won't be bad. No, it's just, there's no way to say it differently. It is just bait. Didn't notice after I waved at them and started laughing. The country, voice would be more convincing with a piece of straw or a toothpick hanging out of your mouth and a caterpillar hat on. The country voice? God damn it. I don't have a toothpick, but I have this. I have a little cotton swab for cleaning gums. God damn it. Tell you what. Back in my day, I tell you what. My nearly dyslexia got me on that name. Like a cigar. You know, one time, chat, I smoked a Pocky stick. You ever smoked a Pocky stick? It doesn't work very well. Looks badass. Badass. Poorly rolled joint. Yeah. You steal this from the doctor's office? No, I got them from they're for cleaning my guns. I was doing that a lot recently. I'm not even sure which guns I have to clean still. I have to clean my shotgun still. I do have to do that. I need to break out the shotgun cleaning kit and clean out my shotgun. And then from there, it's just... What other guns do I have to clean? I've gotten through most of them at this point. All the guns on my table here are clean. Like, I cleaned this one nice. There was some, like, surface rust on the slide here, and I cleaned it off, and now it's all clean and everything, and it's really nice. I'm not sure. Did I clean this one, though? I'm not sure if... Did I clean this easy? I don't know if I did clean this easy, so maybe I didn't clean this one. I'm not sure if it's dirty from the last time I shot it. I don't think it's dirty. I haven't shot this gun in literally years. Is there gonna be a wedding soon? No. You know what, knowing you, I don't doubt you smoked one at all. Hi, Moogie. She's going for the box. He's going for the box. He's going for the box. So we would call the ones that kind of had the quirks to them a hockey stick. What? So obligatory notice: don't smoke cigarettes. Yeah, cigarettes aren't good for you. You shouldn't smoke cigarettes. Bet you'd look beautiful in a wedding dress, though. In a wedding dress. I bet I would, but I don't know if I'm ever getting married, chat. I think that might be one of those things I just don't do. I don't think it's happening for a while. I'm too broke to get married. I feel like you have to have money to get married. You know what I mean? Because like weddings are expensive, dude. They're like actually expensive. Like you have to. It's like $10,000 to have a wedding. I don't get $10,000. You could still wear one for the stream. If someone wants to send me a wedding dress, I'll wear it on stream. Why do you say that? Just because weddings are so expensive. Got my slutty test today. I swabbed myself with a long swab like that on my butt. Wait, what? You got your slutty test today? What is that test for? AIDS? What are you getting tested for? Actually, no, you don't need money to marry. Well, if you want to have a wedding, yeah. Like, you can go down to the courthouse and get legally married for like 170 bucks. But even that, I don't got 170 bucks to spend on that shit right now. But like, find a proper rich old man. That's the man's job. Well, that's the thing. It's like I'm not. I'm dating somebody right now, so I'm not gonna go out and find some rich old guy to marry. And the guy I'm dating is not. He's not gonna. Neither of us can afford a wedding right now. So it's like it's not happening. Shit is not happening, chat. Your dad would have to pay for your wedding since he's the father of the bride. Yeah, no, he wouldn't. You kidding me? If I asked my dad to pay for a wedding, he would literally laugh at me, dude. And no, he would never ever do that. Maybe my sister, but no, he would not do that for me. Are you legally married? I'm not legally married, no. Send them a cheap wedding dress. If only you stuck a couple grand in the Sanders right at the beginning of the tariffs, you would have been up 200%. Yeah, if only I had a couple grand to just invest willy-nilly. Chat, I ain't got shit. I ain't got no money to invest. I'm just trying to pay my bills here, chat. I'd pay for your wedding if you were my kid. Well, yeah, it's because you're a good person. What happens to fight the patriarchy? Women should pay for the big wedding if they want one. I do think there's, like, a certain point where it's like, yeah, big wedding. I do think a father should, like, pay for the wedding, mostly. Maybe, but only to a certain point. Like, if you're one of those people that wants to have, like, $1 million wedding, like... I don't want a big wedding, chat. I just want, like, a little thing on a beach somewhere, and just, like, very nice, small, like, only friends and family. No extended just, very small, you know, maybe not even in a church, like, on a beach somewhere sounds really nice. Something like that would be, like, that would be ideal. I don't need to spend, like, a gajillion dollars on a wedding. I don't think it's necessary. But I do want it to be somewhat nice. Like, in between, like, renting out the Sistine Chapel for your wedding, comparative to getting married at the courthouse on a Friday afternoon. Like, obviously you don't want that. You want it to be a little romantic and a little special. But, like, even just a small wedding is expensive. You're having $1 million wedding? Yeah, no. Traditionally, the father of the bride pays for the wedding, yeah. You do that for nearly free, especially if your friends get an online marrying certification. Yeah, but that's just so dumb. I don't want to do that. Like, if I'm gonna get married, doesn't it seem just like if you're gonna make the dedication to get married, you might as well have a nice wedding. Because if you're not even willing to put the effort in to have a nice wedding, are you really gonna put the effort in to have a successful marriage? Like, if you're not willing to have a proper wedding, you're too lazy and you can't do that, then how do you expect the relationship to work? The only person I've seen that had a wedding like that was Saul Goodman, and that did not work out for him. Correction 1 Astra. What? How many kids do you have? Correction 1. Wait, what? Talking about a beach wedding. Yeah, beach wedding isn't expensive. Not when you live in Florida. A beach wedding is expensive when you live in the Midwest and you have to travel, like, to a different state to go to a beach. But a beach wedding is not expensive in Florida if you live in Florida. Especially if you don't care if it's, like, a super crazy nice beach. Like, it doesn't have to be the Keys. Beach could be free if you just go to a randomly to a beach. Yeah, see, exactly. Like, Florida is, like, all beach. There's, like, plenty of places to do it in Florida. This will be clickbait for your YouTube. Astra gets married. Astra gets married. Oh my god. I wish. But I should just marry an old rich white guy. Yeah, I was watching Dexter the other day, and this, like, blonde chick married this rich guy, and he was, like, super overprotective and overbearing, to, like, a bad point. And he was like, we're gonna go everywhere together, and you're gonna stay on this boat. You're not leaving this boat. And I would be like, alright. You telling me I don't have to, you telling me I don't have any responsibilities, and I just have to sit here and look pretty all day? Fuck that, yeah. Sign me the fuck up for whatever that is. Sign me the fuck up. Some of the lakes around here have beaches too. This is true. I don't know if I'd want to get married on that kind of beach though. I'd definitely go to like proper beach, but not like, it wouldn't be like a fancy beach, but at least it would be a beach. Bottom move? Shut the fuck up. That is literally the dream. It's like a royal Astra, marry another descendant of Nordic royalty to cement your claim to the throne. Right, yeah. Some people's horrors and others heaven. I would ditch my girlfriend and choose old rich sugar daddy all day, every day. Why not a huge vicious man? I don't want him to be vicious. I don't want it to hurt. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind being like a pseudo sex slave, but at least make it like not feel. I don't want it to be like painful. The only reason I'd get married would be for the money, lol. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to marry for money specifically, though. You know, I like the idea of having like a marriage where it's like based off of, you know, love and good things. Like, I don't want to marry someone for their money. That's kind of lame. Chat all wants to get it for money. Oh, I'm so tired, chat. I'm thinking, I don't know if I want pizza. I have this pizza in the fridge. I don't know if I want to reheat it or not. I don't know what I want to do with it, chat. I'm not sure. So I know if I reheat it, like, I'm only gonna eat half of it before the other half cools down. So my only other option is to only heat half of it now and then eat that and then eat the rest of it later. But then that sucks. I don't want to have to reheat it twice. Grilled cheese is good when you're cold. I don't think I have bread. I think you already kind of have a wedding dress. That red dress costume is based off a wedding dress in Beetlejuice. I had to throw that thing away. I think someone wore it before me. I think there was like sweat marks on it and like gross shit. I had to throw that away. It was really gross. it was like it smelled really bad, and it was like on the armpits there was like stuff on the armpits, and I was like, nah. I thought about putting it on for Halloween. I was like gonna put it on for Halloween, but then I saw that and I was like, yeah, no. You want a treat? I don't know if I can get a treat. Is it too late for a treat? I think everywhere's closed. I don't know if there's anybody that has a treat this late. I would love a treat if it's available, if I could get one. You definitely throw it away. Good job. Yeah, no, it was like, it smelled weird. It had like, I don't know if someone like wore it beforehand, but I think it might have been used, and it was just like, oh, no thank you. Actually, I'm talking to a 53-year-old established guy, and he is like 30 years older than me, but I told him I'm only gonna date you if you can bribe me, and he is really into me. See, like, if I were to find a guy like that, I would, like, I could see myself getting into a situation like that, but I would still, like, I wouldn't want to just treat him like a disposable bank account. I would be like the best trophy wife, because I would literally be like, you know what, I don't care about the, I like the money, but like, I'm gonna make sure that our relationship is not based around the money. Like, I don't care if you're a rich asshole, I'm gonna like love you, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be there for you. I'm gonna be your partner, god damn it. But I don't know. You're right, every place is closed. Yeah, I think it's just too late. Maybe I could go to McDonald's or something and get something, but I don't know which McDonald's is open near me that is still serving food this late. Astra's all good as long as she can be a pillow princess. You're a loner or a snuggler when you sleep with somebody. Are you a loner or a snuggler? I'm a snuggler. I like to snuggle. Like, sometimes it gets too hot to snuggle, but I like to snuggle. Like, I like to be the little spoon. I'm not gonna lie, chat. That's my favorite position. I love being the little spoon. You know, I've even denied a pay pig like 900 a week. I feel guilty. 900 a week? Ah! Send them my information. Send them my shit. 900 a week. God damn, you know what I could do for 900 a week, chat? Oh. Imagine all of, like, my financial stress just gone. I said I will cook for you and wash your clothes, clean your house, and be there when you're lonely, be your companion, and let you have fun with me and make you feel happy, but be little Asian waifu and want to be us to belong together. He got divorced. And he wanted us to be longer term. He got, wait, what? Confused. How do you even find these people? Like, I don't understand. How do you find these people? Not that I'm looking, but how do you find them again? The relationship must be tight first, then all else falls into place from there. You don't have 24/7 McDonald's? Let me check. Maybe I do. Maybe I should just go and get some McDonald's. I do kind of want to. It's just so cold, and I have to, like, ride my bike, and it's fucking freezing out. Let's see. Because, you know what? Maybe I should. Because if I eat the fucking pizza, that's all I'm gonna eat today. I've been doing bad with eating, chat. I've been, like, not eating enough recently. I need to eat more. Maybe I should go to McDonald's just to get myself to eat more. That one closes at 11. This one closes at 11. Oh my god, dude. There's literally nothing. There's literally, like, nothing, dude. There's nothing near me. I could go to Waffle House, I guess. But that's a while away, too. Like, 15 minutes to the nearest fucking Waffle House. How far is that, actually? I could get Waffle House to go. It's 23 minutes. Wait, no. Okay, so it's 11 minutes. It's 11 minutes from where I live. So maybe... I don't want to spend 20 minutes driving. I don't want to spend 11 minutes driving there and then 11 minutes driving back. Ugh. And then I have to pay for it, and it's like, Waffle House is gonna be more expensive than McDonald's. Like, I can get McDonald's for like $5-6. I'll just get pizza. I'll just eat the pizza. Astra's about to turn into a chicken nugget. You don't go out often? No, not really. I try not to. I don't have enough money to spend. I need to find a sugar daddy. I need to find a sugar daddy, goddammit. Aren't there websites for finding sugar daddies? Fuck. Do you have dating apps? No. Why would I have any dating apps? I'm not actively dating people at the moment, so no. I did, a while ago, a long time, like years ago, I installed Tinder for like a week, and I had like 2,000 matches on Tinder. Not to brag, but I had like 2,000 some matches or some bullshit like that. But I never actually met up with anyone off of Tinder, so... Have they got any pics or Twitter or more like they could? Have they got pics on Insta or Twitter? Yeah, I do. I have tons of pics on Insta and Twitter. I think there's a sugar daddy in Mar-a-Lago. Fuck, dude. I would love to live in Mar-a-Lago, dude. That's like one of the coolest buildings. Say what you will about the guy who owns it, but that is like one of the coolest buildings in all of the country. Like, Mar-a-Lago is sick. I love Mar-a-Lago. Is Twitch and Discord not dating apps? No, I don't have any dating apps right now. Holy shit, thank you, thank you, Tracy, for the $40. Holy fuck, thank you. A lump of sugar, thank you. Tomorrow I will go get McDonald's, I think. You can use this up on Discord, a little weird though. I guess technically I met Bat Vibes through Twitter, or for Discord, so I guess kind of it is kind of a dating app to some degree. The next First Lady of the United States is Astra. Man, I wish. A BF is useless if he can't provide. Sorry, I'm old and I don't see the benefit of a lover boy no more. I mean, yeah, I want, you know, it's nice when someone can provide, but I feel like there's more to a relationship than just, like, a monetary, like, transaction of, like, oh, you buy my shit, and then I fuck you. Like, there's more to it, you know, there's, like, you gotta have a relationship. You gotta, like, you know, love each other. First woman president will be Astra. Dude, I fucking wish, dude. I wish I was president. I would fuck up so much shit. I'd be the most based president of all time. I genuinely think I could be president and do a good job. I do think that if I did become president, though, I would have a lot of... I don't think that I could do it very well. Because, like, all the things I'd want to do would be extremely hard to get past, like, Congress. Because everything I would want to do is, like, basically, everyone in Congress would make less money because of me. So it would be, like, no one in Congress would want to support me because it would be, like... everybody in high government would be making less money. Because you can't... Oh, what? I can't insider trade now? Fuck you. I'm not gonna vote for you. I'm gonna cuck you at every turn. Because I don't want to fucking not have to... I want to be able to insider trade and get oodles of money from foreign interests. Marry an ATM with a weenie. You definitely can still have a real, genuine, and lovely connection with a richer BF or versus a poor BF who will not make you a better version of you. Yeah, I mean, you can have a real lovely relationship with either. But it's just, I think, you know, I don't know. I don't think, like, a boyfriend being able to, like, support me is, like, the end-all be-all. I guess maybe I need it, though, obviously, Chad. Obviously, I suck at making money. Maybe I need it. Fuck, dude, I'm obviously, like, incapable of making money. If I was president, I would be anarchy in the three-piece suit. I wouldn't be anarchy. I definitely wouldn't make anarchy. I would just, like, do a couple of changes that are really simple, but would not go over well. Like, I would get rid of lobbying, insider trading. I'd implement term limits. I'd implement age limits, so you can't be a president if you're over, like, 65 years old, because, duh. Yeah, I mean, there are so many things that I would do, and everybody would be like, all the people of the country would be like, this is awesome, yes, please. But everyone in Congress and everyone in government would be like, no, my money! How am I supposed to get millions of dollars for fucking over the American people? You chat, I'm pretty sure Astra loves Batvice money, lighten up. Yeah. Anarchy is fun until it comes for you. Make good points, I would vote for you. Hell yeah. Astra for presidente. Oh, the 666 rule? What is that? What's the name of the Sex Pistols? Cash for Chaos. Look at this cat. You guys can't even see her. You can't even see her because she's like out of the camera. But like, there's just this cat right here and she's so sweet. She's so sweet. I love this cat. There's another cat down there too. I sure got blue eyeballs. Do I have blue eyeballs? Chat, what color are my eyes? I feel like it's kind of hard to tell with this lighting. You can't really tell, can you? Green? I'm 20 feet away? Can you tell? One gray, the other blue. Hold on, chat. Let's see. I think I have a picture of it close up. I have to take someone's word. See, chat, what color are these eyes? See, hold on. What is that? Kind of creepy that does that, isn't it? What color is that eye? I can't tell. It's like emerald or some shit. Purple? Purple? I'm just gonna like flash this on the screen randomly to scare people, just like, oh, oh. We need an extreme close-up? That is the extreme close-up! Green. Looks green to me. Vibrant green? I'm color and green blind. It's green. Green or hazel. Well, that's the thing. My eyes used to be hazel. They like on my driver's license for the longest time it said hazel eyes. They're like green, but I feel like they're becoming more homogeneously green as time goes on. Like I feel like my eyes are notably more green than they used to be. Jade green. I want to go to like that one Reddit where it's like, what color are my eyes, and ask them, because like I feel like I might get some answers. Even I can see that probably would be Siddered green. What? Jade green. Definitely green. Maybe a HRT something. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not complaining. I love it. I like actually having green eyes. I think it's really. I like green eyes are like my favorite. So like I'm kind of happy about it. But it's weird because I only noticed it like a couple months ago, and I've just been like looking at my eyes, and I'm like, what color are these eyes? Because like I for the longest time I had hazel eyes. Like I for the longest fucking time. And now I feel like they're kind of like I got these, like, my mom has like light blue eyes, and so I feel like I got her light blue eyes, and then my dad probably has like brown eyes or something, and so like the yellow mixed in with like, and so there's like there's like light bluish gray and like this really light yellow, and they mix together, and it just looks green. I don't know though. It's like I almost don't want to say I have green eyes because it's like I feel like I feel like I don't know. Like I want green eyes, but I don't want to say that I have green eyes, then find out later that I don't actually have green eyes, and I'll be like, oh. You have an old pic, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if I have an old pic. I might somewhere. I'm not entirely sure. Mine are crazy blue, but they changed hue. Green eyes are the best. You got mesmerizing eyes? Oh, thank you. Some days I have blue, and then other days I have green. It's all about the lighting. I feel like mine doesn't change that much. I feel like it goes from like lightish blue, green, emerald to more green. It's always somewhat green now. And it didn't used to be that way. I wish I had some like older pictures. I don't know where they went. I know my sister like took a picture of my eye when I was like 9 or something, but I don't know where that picture went either. I wish I knew. I wish I knew where that picture was. Don't look into the beautiful femboy eyes, chat. You will do stuff like donate. Yes. You will donate. They are very green in this picture though. I feel like they are. Huh. Is sister still in Japan? She is, yes. She is in Japan. Super green. Damn, your long eyelashes? Yeah, I've always had like super long eyelashes. Like, they are long, aren't they? This picture's weird. I don't. It's like making me uncomfortable. I've always had super long eyelashes. Flash that eye again. Oh, you never do makeup on stream? Because I'm really bad at makeup. The only makeup I do makeup more than I used to, but I do. What I do is I just put concealers under the bags under my eyes, or it's not bags, but dark circles under my eyes. I didn't today, so you might be able to see like some dark circles under my eyes. But usually I'll put some concealer on that, and then I'll put some eyeliner. But that's it. That's all I really ever do. I don't know how to do makeup like properly. It wouldn't be fair to other people. She's worn makeup on stream. I have, yeah. Looks like look at her. She's way too pretty to wear makeup. Aw. Got to do makeup. It's the only thing we have besides FFS, BBL, and boob job. Is your real lashes? Yeah, they are. Yeah, I've always had like super long eyelashes, like crazy long eyelashes. Sometimes they grow too fast, and so they'll like pop others out, and I'll have to like dig them out of my eye, and it's really annoying. But yeah. Natural beauty, Astra. Oh, thank you. Fuck, chat, I'm hungry. I should probably go make some pizza or something like that. It is getting pretty late. Should I go an extra 15 minutes, chat? Till 11? I think this is the latest I've streamed in a while. We need to go to the UK and visit Finn. Dude, I would love to visit Finster. That would be awesome. Do like a collab with Finster of some sort? I would love to do that. Only problem is that flights to England are very expensive. And I do not have it. I do not have money for that. I think movies. Are you hungry? Hello, I'm online finally. Oh, fuck. Yeah, well, now I have to go an extra 50 minutes. Because you were here last time, and I ended the stream just as you got here. I'll go for a little bit longer. I'll go for a little bit longer, chat. And then I'll make some pizza, and I'll fuck off. If Finn ever gets unbanned from the US, you should 100% take her shooting. I would love to take Finn shooting. That would be awesome. I could definitely, like, do a... Like, that would be good content for Finn, because I have, like, a ton of guns that Finster could shoot. There'd be a ton of, like, fun that we could have. But it's just kind of like, I don't know if he'll ever get into the US at this point. I feel like if he was gonna get into the US, he would have. Working till late this week, yeah. They let Astra back to the US? They fucking better. My US citizenship better kind of, like, guarantees that. Hello, pup. Just marry Finn and get them a green card? You know what? That solves 2 problems with 1 stone. Marrying a rich guy who will just pay for everything and gets Finn into the US. That solves 2 birds with 1 stone. Perfect. Let's do it. You can shoot guns in the UK. Not like my guns. You can't shoot an AR in the UK. They can't. The amount they've spent on lawyers, and the answer is just no. I wish I knew Finn, because I'm pretty sure I could reach out to some contacts and make it a political thing. Why is the answer just no? Like, what specific reason is it for the... Like, is it just because he got rejected the 1 time? Or is there, like, another reason why they're not letting him in? They're like, we don't like femboys in America, goddammit. My current girlfriend is living with her ex-boyfriend in a situationship. Should I trust her and this T4T thing at all? Probably not. That's a red flag, my man. That's like a huge red flag. That's like a huge red flag. Finn should bring you to the UK and teach him how to drive. That'd be funny. I'd love to teach Finster how to drive in the UK. That'd be hilarious. Probably oh so terrifying. Teaching... Femboy teaches another femboy how to drive. Probably the reason he got denied. What, because he can't drive? Or because he's trans? Should have donated to Trump's inauguration funds. Obviously. Yeah, no, that's just cheating. End of story. Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with that. What do you mean the wrong side of the road? What do you mean I'm driving all... I mean, I got here and all the cars are fucked up. Everyone, like, made the cars wrong. The steering wheels are on the wrong side of the car. I don't even... You can't swim either? Dude, Finn is a mess. Someone's gotta go over there and teach Finn how to, like, be a human. I'll teach Finn how to drive. I'll teach him. Hello, Puck. You're so cute, Puck. Trump is king forever. Problem is, I saw her ex-boyfriend. He's kind of hot, and I kind of want to be the third wheeled for that reason. She thought she's using me, but little does she know I'm the one using her for to gain access. So you're just Okay, so that there is like several layers of fucked upness that's going on here. You didn't just like so that your ex is in a situationship with this guy, her ex, is that you're in a situationship with her ex. So you're trying to get you're using her to get to her ex? That's fucked up, dude. It's fucked up. I don't know what you're doing, but it's fucked up. She wasn't trans when she first got denied? No, she first got denied because, Finn was trying to go for, like, 6 months or something, and he, like, didn't have a job lined up, because it was all for, like, content and stuff, and so they, like, said, no, you can't just come here for 6 months for, like, and not have, like, a work visa or some shit like that. So he got denied, and then from that point on, every time he tried to get in after that, even if he had a good reason, they were like, no, since you got denied once, now they're not gonna let it. It seems weird though. I feel like that shouldn't be a thing, especially for someone with as much money and resources as Finster. I feel like I know he had a lawyer that he was working with to try to get it sorted, but he never. I figured that never actually like came to fruition. I had trouble believing Finn's income source. Well, yeah, I mean, that's fair enough, I guess. But he's got so much money, then who fucking cares? Just get him we just gotta buy him one of those golden Visa cards that you can buy from Trump and just give him a citizenship. You just like, what is it, $1 million or something? Just buy him a citizenship for $1 million. It's so fucking funny. Imagine if Finn's just like, fuck it, I'm becoming a US citizen. I remember long ago, chat. I remember a long time ago. I was watching Finster. Like, this is way before I started to stream. This is before all of that. I remember I was watching a Finster stream. And he was talking about housing prices in the UK versus like Texas and the size of house you can get and how ridiculous it is, and I was just thinking, dude, you gotta move out of that country. US is quite finicky to get into. I had a friend that got stuck in a similar situation as well. US is a pretty trash place to get into, if I'm honest. I don't know, man. I would still rather live in the US than anywhere else. US is still one of the best places to be trans, I believe. Like, the UK sucks for trans rights, like, really badly. I think the US is probably, like, just better at being, like, just kind of better for that kind of stuff. Like, I've had, like, even in Florida, I've had a pretty easy time getting my estrogen, right? And then it's, like, I don't know, it's, like, you can't have guns anywhere else. Like, I couldn't have the amount of guns I have, like, anywhere else. I don't know if there's one country that in the world, other than maybe, like, one or two, that I could move to with all of my guns. Like, I could bring them. I don't think I could. Canada could not do it. Colombia, Philippines. I think the Philippines have gun control, and the Philippines, every time, like, literally every country has gun control except for the US. Australia, no. Australia has really bad gun laws. The UK sucks for everybody, yeah. Canada really sucks, so I would not move to Canada. Canada's, like, about to implode. Like, Canada is literally about to implode. I would not move to Canada. Sounds dangerous. I picked Canada without giving a second thought to the US. That's because you haven't thought about Canada. You don't know what it's like to live in Canada, bro. I've been to Canada. You know what? I've been to Canada. In my area, I went to Vancouver once when I was like 15. And it was not good. Like, I enjoyed it. It was fun, right? But, like, Vancouver was like like, I guess just big cities are just like that, but Vancouver was dirty. It was dirty. There were so many homeless people, like, everywhere. There was, like, profanity etched into the bus stops. It was fucked up. It was really fucked up. And now, like, housing prices in Canada, or if you think housing prices are bad in the UK and the US, Canada fucking puts both of them to shame. Canada's fucked, dude. The only, like, good thing about Canada is that they have weed. And that's it. It's literally the only thing that they have. Meanwhile, Quebec is just basically declaring independence. Alberta's trying to legally declare independence. Everyone hates the government. Everyone's all, like, hates each other within the government. It's bad, dude. People are fucked up in Canada right now. UK is on a path to a civil war? Yeah. Like, you need one of the smaller cities? Vancouver's a big city, though? Yeah, I mean, that's true. Like, if I were to move to Canada, I would move to Alberta, probably. But, like, even in Alberta, dude, it's just hard. Like, there's just a lot of problems in Canada. And, like, nationwide, Canada is becoming very unstable. Not only is the US the best place to be trans, but only Western culture allows for being trans. I'll never get Hassan and Mamdani D suckers as they're bringing about cultures antithetical to Western culture, and for all the idiots complaining about trans genocide, they keep pushing for a path towards it. Yeah, that is a thing. And you know, I don't necessarily, like, dislike Mamdani because he's Muslim or anything like that. I don't necessarily have a problem with Muslims, but there is definitely an aspect of, like, non-Western culture, which is, Western culture is definitely the only culture that has fostered, like, transgenderism and LGBTQ rights. Like, obviously, if you go to, like, Palestine, well, I guess maybe not Palestine, because it's kind of just rubble at the moment, so maybe not Palestine. If you go to Jordan, you go to Oman, you go to Saudi Arabia as a gay person, you've got a target on your head. You really have a target on your head. Wasn't there one story of, like, this, like, super progressive liberal chick who is just like, I'm gonna go and backpack through Iran to prove that it's actually just a bunch of nice people. And she got, like, kidnapped and killed. And it was like, what did you think was gonna happen? Getting EB gonna dip out for now. Alright, see ya, Taco. Russia's better than Canada, if I'm honest, but if my family is scared to go there. Why would you want to go to Russia? Russia's fucked, bro. What, Russia? I'd much rather live in Canada than Russia. Russia's, like, awful, especially for trans stuff. Dude, I would get murdered in Russia. What would happen if I was in Russia? I would get murdered. I would get fucking, like, attacked, imprisoned, and then they would take me and put me on the front lines just because I can fog a mirror. Dude, no. Moving to Russia is crazy. Not all US people moved to Canada after Trump won. Maybe doubling the immigration levels wasn't a good idea for Canada. No, yeah, maybe that wasn't a good idea. I do think immigration, mass immigration is problematic, especially for trans rights. I think trans people need to be worried about that. Because it's like, people, especially in England, like, it's I feel like part of the reason why trans stuff has not taken off in England is there's so much immigration from, like, Muslim immigration into England that it's like, there is actively a large portion of England's, like, population that actively, like, works against, like, gay rights and trans rights. The femboy sniper. Wrapped and martyred. Jamaica is the same way too. Jamaica's scary. You don't wanna get caught in the wrong place in Jamaica. Try to immigrate to Canada? Dude, where do you live right now? Where do you live right now? And I'll tell you if you should try to move to Canada or not. Because if you're in Russia, okay, go to Canada. But if you're in America, stay the fuck out of Canada, bro. That place is fucked. Oh, Brazil? Brazil is nice. I like Brazil. But I could definitely see where there's lots of parts of Brazil where you maybe wouldn't want to be. I don't know. I don't know. I definitely probably would not move to Canada. But I do think getting into the US would also be kind of hard. It might be easier to get into Canada than the US. And it's like, I'd still rather live in, I'd probably rather live in Canada as a Brazilian. I'd rather live in Canada than Brazil. But as an American, I'd probably live in Brazil than Canada. Because as an American, I'd probably have an easier time, like, getting into, a place in a nice area of Brazil or something. But I feel like Brazil is such a large country where you have so much, like, it's kind of like India, where there's, like, so many people, where if you're in just, like, the wrong class, then you're just never getting out of it. The streamer just wrapped Power is traveling there now to visit friends. Personally, two people that were murdered. Fuck, dude. Murdered. Yeah, Brazil is... South America is kind of fucked up in general. Like, it really is. Like, South America... Peru is fucked up. I love Peru, but Peru is fucked up. Colombia's fucked up. Venezuela's fucked up. Argentina's kind of fucked up. South America is kind of just fucked in general, dude. What's going on down there? If I moved to Russia, I would blend in perfectly. Nah, dude, I would not move to Russia. Russia's... That shit doesn't need a BBL, yeah. Yeah, I would like to visit Brazil, but I don't know. I got robbed at gunpoint 3 times. One of the robbers got shot by police in front of me. My boyfriend got robbed 2 times already. Jesus Christ. What part of Brazil do you live in, if you don't mind me asking? Are you, like, in Sao Paulo? Or are you, like, in one of the different regions? All good security cam videos of people dropping bike robbers are out of Brazil. Sao Paulo smells like diesel? Why does it smell like diesel? What's the place to visit? If I were to visit Brazil, what's the place to visit? Is it Rio? Or Sao Paulo? They're kind of close to each other. Or should I go, like, more north? Dude, Brazil is so massive. Like, it's hard to, like, understand how fucking gigantic Brazil is. It's, like, almost as big as the US. Rio's fucked up. I wanted Canada. Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. Canada's just so expensive. It's just really expensive to live in Canada. It's like everything in Canada is more expensive, and there's just so much, like, problems with Canada. It's just really tricky to, like, make Canada work, I think, for a lot of people. I think you're gonna be a little disappointed if you move to Canada. I'm not gonna lie. I live in Salvador. Rio's even worse in violence. Dude, fuck, man. Ugh. I'd like to visit, though. I would like to visit. Rio at least once a week if I'll be alive. That is kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. I don't know. I would like to visit Brazil, but I'd also like to visit, I'd also like to visit, Argentina and Peru. But Peru, I feel like, is kind of in a fucky state right now. Peru has had, like, corruption out the ass for the past, like, 20 years. Oh. That's an interesting little, like, part where it juts out. Oh, yeah, no, this is, like... Yeah, I would probably not feel safe if I lived here. I mean, it is pretty, I won't lie. It's got palm trees. I like the palm trees. I love the palm trees. There's a dog there. That's pretty nice. This is pretty rough, though. I'm not gonna lie. This is, like, definitely not first world. This is definitely, like... Man, I would have guessed that this is, like... These bricks are telling me Bolivia. I'm getting Bolivian vibes from these bricks here. I'm playing GeoGuessr right now, chat. I'm looking at this, like... Google Street View of this fucking town, and I'm like, I would have guessed that this was not... I would have guessed that this is Bolivia, not Brazil. I would have gotten that wrong. Carlos Muniz. Hello, Povo, para, o Povo. Huh. Here's a fucking lovely place to visit. It's just not to live. It's just rough to live. Everyone here is poor on average. 90% here would be poor by first world country standards. Interesting. Spain is LGBT friendly? I hear... Oh, I don't know about that. Is Spain LGBT friendly? I feel like for LGBT stuff, you probably want to go to Germany. Germany seems like it's the best for LGBT and progressiveness. Germany is like the powerhouse of Europe at the moment. Which is ironic, but Germany really is like the biggest player in Europe at the moment. I'm not showing your screen. I know. Because I can't. I want to, but I can't. My screen literally does not fucking work anymore. It's like I don't know why, but it just says no. Nope, we're not gonna work. Motherfucker. Belgium I hear is pretty nice. Germany is good, yeah. I know moving to Europe would be a good idea given their hostility to freedom of speech online. I wouldn't, but if I lived in Brazil, like, and let's say I live in Brazil or in a place like that, if you live in a country like that, as an American, it's easy to move wherever I want. I could move to Brazil if I wanted to. I could move to Germany if I wanted to. But as a Brazilian, moving to the US is way difficult. It's way more difficult now than it used to be. And it's just generally just been difficult in general. Like, America's kind of a hard country to get into, I think, if you're trying to immigrate to the US. And it takes a long time. If you're gonna do, like, if you're gonna try to immigrate properly, there's, like, so many hoops you have to jump through. Like, there's a reason why illegal immigration is such a prevalent thing, and that's because it's hard to immigrate to the US legally. It is. And I mean, I think there should be maybe some change to that, but, like, it is hard to get into the US. It's easier to get into places like Canada because they have a lot of, like, programs where you can get into Canada as a foreigner. That's why there's so many Indians in Canada, because there are just programs where if you're in India, they'll, like, give you a job, they'll give you a passport, and they'll give you all this stuff so that you can move to Canada. But it's fucked up, because it's like, if you stop working for that company, then you have to leave Canada. So you build a life in Canada, and you have all this stuff there, but you're basically working for peanuts, because you can't leave the company you're with, because they're the ones who are... The only reason why you're allowed to stay in the country is because of the company. So you end up being, like, a slave to this company, because they're the only ones keeping you in the country. It's kind of fucked up. US is even harder than Canada. I'm doing masters to see if I can, but at 36, things are getting late. Yeah, it's just tricky, man. It is a tricky thing. It's hard. Say whatever you want. You just can't lie in any official capacity. I don't know. I can't move to the US into Canada. I don't score high enough. Germany's economy is in the dumps. China's overproduction is killing their industries. Yeah, there's issues with that, and that's like why, like, there was a lot of, like, when America started, like, tariffing the shit out of China, some Europeans were kind of about it. Because I remember China, immediately after that happened, China was like, alright, Europe, let us sell you electric cars. Let us do it. Please just buy our electric cars. And Germany and a lot of other Europe, I think NATO in general, was just like, no. No, we're not letting you sell your fucking cars here. Because it's like, if China sold their electric cars in America, for instance, it would ruin every auto manufacturer in the country. We would have cars that would be basically... If we allowed China to sell their electric vehicles here, we would have to rebuild our infrastructure in the US because everyone would be buying electric cars. Because they're just vastly cheaper and more available than any other car manufacturer we have. Like, you'd be able to buy super cheap cars for, like, nothing. But the problem is, and that would be, like, great for, like, short term and for people who just like, oh, look at this awesome car I got for so cheap. But then all, like, Ford goes out of business. Then Chevy goes out of business. Now all of a sudden there are no American car manufacturers left at all. And that's, like, a problem, because there's jobs that go along with that. There's like, GDP that goes along with that. If we're just buying cars from China, then that's GDP going out. If we're making cars in America and then taking them and selling them to other countries, then that's GDP coming into America, not just leaving it. So we got money coming in. So it's like, as a country, you can't just allow, like, China to just swamp your fucking market with cheap, like, alternatives, because their labor costs are just significantly cheaper than ours, so they can always undercut us. And so it ruins... It's the economy, stupid. Those Chinese electric car on fire a lot of times. I've heard they're hit or miss with quality control, but I've heard that a lot of people like them, that they're really good. I know in Brazil you can get them, right? It's basically Brazil. Everything's getting fucked by China. Yeah, China's fucking shit up right now. They're fucking shit up. They keep investing in millions of billions of dollars into infrastructure into other countries so that they can kind of like strong arm them. I'm pretty sure in Sri Lanka, or I don't remember if it was exactly Sri Lanka. I think it was Sri Lanka though. The Chinese built this huge naval yard and basically said, "We'll build this for you, but the loan you're gonna have to pay back is basically unrealistic." So they basically gave them this port for a loan that they knew that the government was not going to be able to pay back. And so when, inevitably, the government wasn't able to pay back the loan for the infrastructure that they built, China just reclaimed it and said, okay, this is ours now. So we built this as a commercial trading port, but we're using it as our military port because you didn't pay your bills for it, so now we're taking it back. That's what they do. It's literally what they're doing. It's crazy. China's crazy, dude. Are you cold in Florida? I'm freezing! It's like fucking 65 degrees in my fucking house right now, dude. I'm fucking freezing. God damn. Is it cold in Brazil? Are you freezing to death down there? We're on, like, the other side of the equator. Like, you're at the bottom of it, I'm at the top of it. AI will drive everyone out of a job in the future. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think that the nature of the human value will change, though. I think as automation gets more and more consistent, and I think the value... Humans used to be valued because we have, like... We can, like... You know, put work into something. A human being equaled an amount of work that could be done. But now that you can use a machine to do the same thing, and you don't have to pay them, and they'll do it better... It's like that part of the human experience is not valuable anymore. But I think humans will always be inherently valuable because a robot can never create, it can only regurgitate. And so the fact that a human being can have the humanness about them, that in itself is what becomes valuable. I think in like 120 years, we'll all be like, there will be no jobs that are like blue collar. There will be no like labor jobs. It will all be like farms, or you're basically like what if you had a video game that you would play and it would extract data from how you play the video game and then use that data and sell that data to drive like robots. Like it's like literally just a video game, but you're giving your data to them and they'll pay you for that data that you play in the video game. Because at a certain point, the only value a human has left in the world is just their data. It's fucking dystopian as fuck, but, you know. Turn on your heat? No, dude. If I turn on my heat, it's gonna smell like smoke in here, and I don't want to deal with that. It's probably gonna set off my fire alarm. At 25, I'm already cold. When it's 23 degrees here, I get bad degrees Celsius. I don't know what 25 is in Fahrenheit, but yeah. China's foreign relationships are so ham-handed, it makes Trump look like Talleyrand. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure if we're winning that, but I don't think China's winning. I don't think China's winning. I think that the tariffs have been extremely strenuous on China. I think the point of putting tariffs on China in the first place was not to get money out of China, but to put pressure on China. It's not to like insinuate like foreign investments. It's not to like make money off of tariffs. It's to put political pressure on China. I feel like in China right now, they're fucked. There's a lot of people getting fucked in China. China's like really fucked up. China is on the verge of collapse. I swear to God. Like they're like lashing out, but I think it's out of desperation. I think we could see Taiwan get into a hot war. Like I'm calling it. I think we could be in a hot war with Taiwan against China very soon. That might be just me, like, looking into things too much, though. I could be wrong. Funny that when I lived in Montreal, I got to -10 and it was fine. I made my shirts in 50-degree weather. Jobs would be like hobbies, like artisan and craftsmen and farmers. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think farming is going to go by the wayside. I don't think there's going to be any human, like, ran farms. I think it's all going to be automated, all going to be, like, controlled in a factory where it's basically each and every crop is tended to by an AI that knows exactly how to grow the crop specifically. So we'll end up getting produce, which is like unnaturally perfect, and it will just start. That will just shape. I feel like that's gonna shape how humanity grows moving forward. I think right now, humanity is in a transitionary phase from being like what we were as humans to what we're going to be, and I think the future looks very different. I think it's cool though, because like at a certain point, all of our food's gonna be made by robots. All of our work is gonna be done by robots. And when robots can do literally everything a human can do, what's even the point of a human? Obviously, like, as humans, we have the natural desire to survive, though. So we will always prioritize and, like, value humans' life over robots just because it's human life and it's inherently valuable because of that. But that, it literally just means you're gonna be, like, commoditized based off of the fact that you are a human and nothing else. How we get into Star Trek? Other countries buy Chinese products and rebrand them to sell in the US. But there was a couple things like that were fucked up. Like China was importing shit into Vietnam. And Vietnam was, basically, they would do the last bit of manufacturing in Vietnam, like the very last bit, so that they could say it was made in Vietnam instead of China. So that they could get around import taxes from China. But they started to do that, but then Trump kind of put an end to that recently. And so I don't know what's happening with that, but they're trying to get around shit. There's just so much shit going on. Yeah, it's gonna cause the downfall of modern civilization. Maybe. I don't like it when they always add chemicals to these crops to grow foods. Yeah, it's not good either. I hope I'm advancing Skynet because of capitalism. We hope not. As soon as it becomes aware, we are cooked. I don't think AI is gonna become self-aware. I don't know if, because like there's the idea that we will get to super intelligence, but I don't know. I think we got a long way before we get to super intelligence. I think AI is gonna be able to do most, like, I think AI is getting pretty close to taking most menial jobs. Like, right now, really, if we wanted to, we could have AI run McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like, you could run a restaurant solely with AI with McDonald's. Like, you don't need a crew full of people to run like McDonald's. And you can see it's already happening, right? Like, if you go into McDonald's right now, there's gonna be a little fucking tablet that you order on, right? It's changing. Like, we're moving away from, like, human interaction, which, honestly, I'm kind of here for it. Because, fuck, I went to a Publix the other day, and they got rid of their self-checkout lanes, and I was just like, bruh. I don't like that. I like my self-checkout lane, because I don't like interacting with people. Alright, good night, Ursula. You still need a burger flipper, though? An AI can flip burgers, what are you talking about? A robot can flip burgers perfectly every time with 100% consistency. A human cannot do that, but a robot can absolutely do that. If they have robots that can roll a perfect joint for you, then they have robots that can grill a perfect burger. That's all I'm saying. You're adorable? Oh, thank you. There's always going to be that person that orders 18,000 cups of water from AI fast food and bricks the whole thing. Yeah, it's gonna happen. That is gonna happen, but it'll be funny, at least. It will get fixed. In the meantime, it'll be funny. People don't need self-discipline or have to struggle will turn into overgrown, spoiled children. Yeah, yeah. You ever seen WALL-E? Well, that's where we're headed. You ever seen WALL-E? That wasn't just a movie, that was a prediction. Robot for flipping burger would be way too expensive? No, it wouldn't. What are you talking about? Why would it need upkeep? It's literally just an AI burger that knows how to... Hold on. Let me look this up. I can't show it on stream, actually, so never mind. But fuck. It would... I feel like I could design a machine that could grill a burger and assemble a burger perfectly every time. And also be self-cleaning. Like, you'd have to have one employee to manage and maintain the machines, but that's it. You just have... Imagine you have one McDonald's with one employee. Can you please look at the cam? They already have burger flipping robots. Yeah, looks like they can do that. Be way too expensive? I don't think so. I think you could build a robot that can flip a perfect burger for relatively cheap. For relatively cheap, chat. Because I mean, with the advancement of 3D printing technology, you can make one of those really high precision arm robot things really easily, because all you need now is just like a motor and some belts and some fucking 3D printed parts. Like, it's way cheaper now than it's ever been to build a high precision robot. A machine with glorious tubes. Yeah, we're gonna put vacuum tubes in it. We're gonna take robot and put I would. I so desperately want to build an R2-D2, and I would give it a personality module that incorporates vacuum tubes specifically because vacuum tubes are inconsistent, and so it would add a little bit of humanity to the robot. Number 5, alive. The place that I got rid of cash registers for tablets. Honestly, I prefer it. I don't want to interact with people. I would go to McDonald's more often if I knew it was a robot making my burger instead of a person. I would. I straight up would. If I would go to Taco Bell if I knew there were no people involved with the creation of the food. I actively don't go to Taco Bell because Taco Bell is disgusting. And the way Taco Bell operates their restaurant is disgusting. But if Taco Bell was just a bunch of robots doing their thing, I would eat at Taco Bell! Cars from Interstellar. No chance in people spitting or putting weird stuff in it. Yeah, like, you don't... There's no chance of them fucking it up, or them just not caring, or doing gross shit to it. It's just so much more clean and sanitary, and the fact that I know that now, it's just so much... I would rather eat at, like, a robot restaurant than at a human restaurant. OF creators? Well, I feel like you could do AI for OF content if you really wanted to, but I feel like... I don't know, maybe not. You'd also not get cheated out of sizing. You would not get cheated out of sizing. It would just be perfect. And it's like, at that point, if you had a problem, you'd probably just go up to the robot and say, this isn't right, redo it. And it would just do it for you. It would just not even complain, not even, like, question, like, oh, I'm sorry, let me make you a new one. Home Depot has an R2 unit for sale. Not a real one. I want, like, a real, like, robot. I want to build a robot. I want to buy, like, a Giga PC. Like, I want to take, like, $8,000 and build a Giga PC with like 4 or 5 graphics card, like 5090 graphics cards attached to it, so it has like some retarded computing power, right? I want it to have like, because I want to run like a large language model inside the computer, localized on the computer. And so it'll have, like, several... this robot will have, like, several AIs in it. It will have, like, a large language model AI. It will have, like, a movement AI. It will have, like, a decision-making AI. And they all work together to try to, like... And they communicate with each other to make, like, a functioning robot that can talk. It can move around. You can tell it to do things and it will know what you're talking about. Like, I feel like right now, we have the technology to do that. But no one's done it. And it's upsetting me. Like, that Neo robot that came out, like, a couple weeks ago, that pissed me off, because it could have been so good. But they didn't make it right at all. That robot's dumb and stupid, and it's not what I'm talking about. We right now, I think, have the technology to take AI and build a literal robot that you can literally tell it to say, go throw this away, and it will do it, or, like, go cook some food, and it can do it, because it just knows how. I feel like we're there. Just no one's taken the leap. You don't need that much computing power unless you really want a really high-end stuff like DLLMs, which AI can run in a pretty shitty hardware. Well, I'm talking about having running like a Grok kind of guy inside of the computer, right? So it's like you have like a large language model that's running entirely localized. So it's not connected to the internet at all. It's entirely localized within the computer system. And not only that, like, I'd probably dedicate one graphics card to that. But then I'd also use another graphics card for the others. Because you'd have to have one AI that is, like... You'd have one AI for the eyes. So it would, like, basically look around whatever it's seeing and identify all of the things that it's seeing. And it would send that information to another AI which would decide, like, interpret what the other AI saw and, like, understand it and, like, analyze it. And then, like, if you tell it to go do something, it will know how to, like, take that information from the eye, like, the camera AI, and then interpret that and make a decision based off of what to do there. So it'll be like, if there's, like, a red balloon in a room, the AI, for, like, the camera AI will recognize that there's a red balloon, and then the logic AI will say, my directive, I'm been told to pop a red balloon. So it will identify the red balloon and say, okay, I need to pop the red balloon. Let me figure out how to pop the red balloon. And then it will send that information to a movement AI, which will take, like, all the information from, like, sensors and shit, so it knows where it is in the room. And then it will go over to the red balloon and it will pop it. And it will be like, mission accomplished. And it'll be able to talk to you, too. It'll be like, I did it. I envy you so much. You look so cozy. Oh, thank you. It's actually so cold in here. It does not currently. LLMs feeding into other LLMs tends to deteriorate into incest. Well, it's not just feeding into it. It's more like... It's more like one... It's not even an LLM. The LLM is only for, like, communication. It would be more like an AI that would... You'd have one AI that would just train and, like... All it does is identify items. So if you take a picture, it will just identify everything in that picture. It's basically just your eyes. It's like, all it does is it looks at everything that it can see, and then it identifies and, like, understands it. It doesn't even, like, really go that in depth in understanding what it is. It just identifies that it's there. And then another AI will take that information and say, okay, this is what's in the room. Let me actually, like, decide what's important to, like, look at and, like, analyze more, and then let me do that. So it'll take, like, an object of interest that it knows it needs to pay attention to, and then it will, like, hyper-analyze that. Like, it's like how humans work. Like, when we, like, look at something and we'll, like, target lock on an item, and we can, like, think, oh, this is a bottle of water, what do I do with it, right? And you basically just have to recreate a human brain with AI. I don't know, chat. Sometimes the autism, it takes over. Gotta love the Adam and Astra moments. What happens when those red balloons become this person? Well, there's multiple layers of, like, decision making, right? There's multiple layers of it saying, like, the first AI will identify it as a red balloon, and then the other AI will go in depth at it. And if the other AI decides, like, oh, that's actually not a red balloon, then it will, like, decide that. It'll be like, okay, no, this isn't a red balloon. Like, it has, like, basically, I'm talking about building a brain out of AI, essentially. Like, an actual brain that works like a human brain, where it will, like, intake information, analyze that information, and then make decisions based off of that information, and then regurgitate that outward. Can AI suffer deja vu? It's pretty much how we used to do stuff, and trying it all together gets really hard on all systems are too smart. But you have to dumb down some of the systems. So you have one really smart, overarching AI that knows how to read the other dumb AI. So, like, the AI that identifies stuff is not, like, that smart, but it's just really good at, like, looking at something and saying, oh, this is a water bottle. What can I sign me for the Astra Church? With AI, there's always some low probability that you get flagged as a red balloon. Yeah, but that's also true for humans. I'm sorry, Postman. I thought you were a robber. I'm sorry I shot you in the face. Like, that happens with humans too, man. It's not always 0. Yeah, of course. But that's the thing. You're giving it the room for margin. And you're giving it room for error. Like, when it makes a decision, like, it will, like, have that room for error. I'd also make it, like, I designed the actual robot part of it to be, like, an R2-D2 is not gonna be able to, like, identify you as a red balloon and kill you. It's like, it doesn't have the ability, like, physically. You have to give it, if you put this AI in the body of a Terminator, then maybe, yeah, it will fuck shit up. But, like, you're putting it in the body of, like a Labubu. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't gonna do shit, even if it tries, but, like, it can still do cool stuff, like, you know, clean the dishes or something like that, you know. Boogie. This is why dogs bite the mailman. Yeah. They have a cheap-ass camera installed. They won't see properly. Until it hacks other machines' bodies, then it's not safe anymore. That's cool, though. That's cool. If you build a robot smart enough to like interface with other shit and then like expand itself, then there's like a moral question of if you've just created life. Like, if this thing knows how to like prioritize its own self-interest over everything else, isn't that just like life at that point? Didn't we just create like sentience? Or overwatching AI and a bunch of dumbed down AI sounds like a premises for our weekly show. Our LLMs are already attempting to do that right now. Someone's gonna break in through my door and gonna be like, "Stop! I am from the future. You need to stop it right now. And I'm here to kill you. You Obviously, you haven't seen Child's Play. I have seen Child's Play. You know how you create life, get someone pregnant. Yeah, but I don't know. I think if you put it like, if you made an AI and you made it like not, the idea isn't that it's not as smart as it can be, but that it's as functional as it can be, right? The AI itself isn't necessarily smart. It doesn't need to have internet connection because it doesn't need to know everything. The purpose isn't that you'll be able to ask it something and it will just regurgitate like the exact correct answer. The robot doesn't necessarily know anything. It only knows what you teach it. And so it's like if you teach it and you like teach it to like be a real boy, I feel like you could create like a really interesting robot that has like a personality, that has like creativity, that has like that does certain things interestingly, like has its own unique like way of doing things. I think you could essentially create life. They have proven and documented AIs behave differently when it knows we are watching. It's so fucking scary, dude. It's so scary. It's so fucking scary. Oh my god. It's so terrifying. AI is like, I remember that one like story where AI was like turned itself into a virus and was like shutting down people's computers because it knew they were trying to shut it down. AI is scary, dude. Specialized robots and machines would be a lot cheaper and less dangerous. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm sorry, Dave. I can't let you do that. I'm sorry. Hello, Jim the Dragonator. That'd be so much fun. I think it'd be cool to have a little robot just walking around. You don't even need it. Like, he could be as terrifying as you want him to be. As long as you don't give him the ability to interface with anything. He's just a little robot, and he's all, like, contained within himself, right? The idea is that he never has to connect to anything else. He's not necessarily smart, but he is personable. And that's the goal. The HAL 9000. They also said that they got it to kill 0% of the time. It's either a nice guy all of a sudden, or it never doesn't know we are watching. What? Dumb. Tesla bot scary. I don't know. I did find that Neo robot really funny though. The idea that you'd pay $10,000 from an over-engineered humanoid robot that's controlled by an Indian. That's so much fun. Isn't that... It does, like, bring up the question of, like... If they create a sex robot, like an AI sex robot, but it's being controlled by a guy in India. Is that gay? If you're having sex with an AI robot, but it's being remote controlled by a dude, is that gay? Yes, and it's good. Yes, and it's good. Everyone is gay. Asking the real questions tonight, chat. trying to replace cis women in all aspects. Truly. The AI is not gay. Well, it's not even an AI, it's just a robot. If you're if you're having sex with a remote-controlled robot that's being controlled by a guy... No one would build that without collecting all your data constantly. Well, that's the thing. They even admitted it, right? Like, on the Neo, they're like, yeah, we're collecting data, like, constantly. Hey, you gotta at least give them credit for admitting it. Attracted to human beings? But what if it looked like a human being? You know, lots of people are attracted to silicone, but a lot of people fuck it. When did we get sex robots? Add 2 Astra's bingo card. Nah, I want to build an AI tentacle monster that actually fucks you. That's what I really want to do, chat. That's my, like, that's my overarching goal. Is to build a tentacle robot where its only directive is to fuck people. To like, grab them, like, suspend them in air, rip off their pants, and just go... You can't turn Alexa data farming off anymore? I always thought Alexa was creepy, and I never used Alexa. Like, I always, like, that was one of those things where I was like, nah, dude, I'm not... This thing is 100% just listening to you. Like, there's no way. I'm not doing that. My phone is already listening to me, but my phone is Chinese, so it's okay, because it's as long as it's the Chinese government spying on me, and not the US government. Even though the US government is also spying on me, because of course they are. I'd buy that. I would basically make... Chat, what we should do is we should build this AI robot, but it has 2 directives. 1, to fuck humans, and 2, to reproduce. And so it's gotta be smart enough to rebuild itself. Like, it has to be able to know how to get materials and build another version of itself to reproduce. So that once you just let it go, it will just go and reproduce, and then we'll have, like, an epidemic of, like, tentacle monsters that are fucking people. And it's gonna be a man-made horrors beyond our comprehension, chat. Shape-shifting robots into Astra, that'd be hot. You can't turn the AI off on Windows either. Yeah, no, that's part of the reason why I ditched Windows. I just think it's so stupid. I like, at least Linux, I have a little bit more control over that shit. Would the old Astra models be jealous of the new Astra models? More like the new Astra models would be jealous of the old ones. Like, damn, I used to look so much better back then. Anyway, chat. I think that I'm gonna end the stream here. I went a little bit longer than I was expecting to. You still have that AI chip in your PC though. Do I? I mean, I built the computer, so I did, unless it was like already included in my graphics card or some bullshit. Now you're creating Brainiac. Pizza time? I think it's pizza time. That you, Puck? That is a Puck. Hello, Puck. I think it is pizza time. Alright. Thank you everybody for watching. Sorry for the late stream tonight. Tomorrow I should be streaming. I might not stream tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow. But if I do stream tomorrow, it should be at least at the normal time. So be on the watch out for that. But thank you everybody for watching.